So, I know a question that comes up a lot for ships like Kyman is, why? Like, why ship Kyle with Cartman? I remember when the episode Tweak X Craig came out, the AV Club reviewer had found out about Kyman and said, and I quote, "Is there a bigger instance of hate fucking in this world?" Which I found funny and surreal, I guess, because it's so weird to hear the opinion on Kyman of a professional reviewer, man, so outside of fandom. But my point is, to people who don't ship Kyman, they often wonder why anyone would, and I think it's hard for me to necessarily put my finger on why I ship it for sure, because shipping is a feeling, right? And it's kind of like if you have a crush on someone and somebody asks you, "What do you see in him?" I don't know, it's my heart, not my brain. Like, since tsundere exists, I know there's worldwide appeal to a character who acts like they hate someone to cover up that they love them. Like, come on, it's like an instinctual human reaction to feel your heartstrings tugged when someone who's usually an asshole to everyone around them suddenly shows some humanity. Writers know that. It's the entire recipe for a lot of series success, like BBC Sherlock and Rick and Morty, and I think Kyman is the most extreme example of that possible. Cartman's just about the worst, most evil human being to ever be imagined up, so when you go and say, "But secretly, he's got a little gay crush on Kyle Broflovsky," then you've perfected your cavity-inducing recipe. Congratulations, I'm a shipper. Like, yeah, I get it, they hate each other, but when you look me in my ship goggle-wearing eyes and say that to me, I'm like, yeah, but do they? You know, this isn't exactly what I was gonna say, but when I think about it, I generally do not emotionally accept the literal definitive canon that Cartman hates Jewish people. Like, that's one of his major characteristics that I can objectively agree there shouldn't really be any discussion about whether or not it's canon. But, and hi, I'm Jewish, by the way. I'm not like saying, you guys, Cartman isn't an anti-Semite and the Holocaust never happened. But I am saying, I guess, that if I can make Cartman a better person through my headcanons and shipping, why wouldn't I? So, Cartman acts anti-Semitic because he's putting up a front to hide his true feelings, which are gay feelings for a Jewish boy. And I think the easiest answer for how Cartman's anti-Semitism started is it was a way to pick on Kyle the same way he picks on any of his friends, and it grew from there because Kyle reacts so strongly to it. If you want my BS psychoanalysis of Eric Cartman, children, to some degree, desire to be disciplined when they do something wrong because that means it matters when they do something right. Without morality, what's the point in anything? Life's empty. But Cartman doesn't have a dad, and his mom pretty much lets him get away with anything, so he doesn't have a parent to teach him that morality has value, which is why he's a terrible person. But then there's Kyle, the moral compass, and essentially every time that Cartman does something wrong and Kyle goes against him, Kyle's giving Cartman's life meaning, which is why Cartman practically wakes up in the morning for the sole purpose of finding ways to get attention from Kyle. That's why, it's generally fun for Cartman to mess with Butters because Cartman's a little jerk, but it doesn't fill Cartman's void to pick on somebody who doesn't call him out on it. He needs Kyle. And, there's lots of evidence for all of that in the canon, in the Dog Whisperer episode and Smug Alert and little scenes in other episodes. But what about Kyle? Kyle knows that the only reason why Cartman says and does stuff to upset him is because he reacts so strongly to it. We saw that in Red Hot Catholic Love. All Kyle would have to do is make it not fun anymore for Cartman by not reacting like that. And we've now seen Stan tell Kyle, hey, just stay out of it, and Kyle can't. And why is that? I'd say maybe because he values morality so strongly and he's such a confrontational person, and because he's practically made it his life's purpose to try to keep Cartman in check. But then you get Cartman behaving himself in season 20 and staying out of whatever Kyle's getting involved in, and suddenly Kyle's coming up with reasons for why Cartman needs to go back to how he was before. And in season 21, the show challenges that because Kyle's being told, this is none of your business, why are you really getting involved? I was actually not even that into Kyman for a while, and then that episode came out, and now my Kyman feelings are like, I'm back, and it's taking over my life. Alright, it's about time for me to shut up. Maybe leave a comment about why Kyman appeals to you. Thanks for watching, and please let me know if you have any ideas for what I should talk about next time.